welcome to the official first week of fall. Yesterday kicked off the season and I just wanted to pick up the camera and film. I haven't really planned out this vlog per se, but I know I have some fallish activities going on this week and I just want to embrace the cozy season. So for me, that means starting my day off doing something I love, which is making matcha. I'm using up the rest of my strawberry syrup and then I think that I want to maybe try a new syrup. I'm still going to be making strawberry matchas throughout the fall and winter, but I do want to kind of spice it up. I think last year I used the maple brown sugar like boba from Trader Joe's to add to my matcha, and it added like kind of like a warmth to it. So I still have some of those in my freezer. I'm gonna see if they're still good, and then maybe we'll make some of those by the end of the week. But if I'm honest, this vlog, I know that I have some like fallish things going on, but I am most excited for this upcoming weekend. I think today's currently Tuesday, and this weekend I'm going to an apple orchard with my friends, and most importantly, I get to take Milo. I am so excited. I got him a little bandana and I got a new leash because his puppy teething is no joke, and so I have like cheap leashes that I let him like gnaw and all the things, but I got a new one to take with us there, and I'll just like use it for special occasions. Once we're past the puppy teething, I'm excited to get like cute leashes that I can just use every day. I recently got this bowl from World Market, and tell me why it was only $10 from World Market, and a matcha bowl this big. I don't know, I was just shocked by that price. And so I have been using this recently, and then the matcha I'm making now is this one. I don't know. Uji matcha? Kuwari? I don't know, but this is one of the ones that my friends brought me back from Japan. So it is really good. I have also been using and liking this one. There we go. This one, and then this one grew on me. When I first got it and like tried it, I didn't love it, but it definitely grew on me. So these are the two that I've also been using because I had a couple of those ones. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my matcha. Milo's slurping his water in the background. I'm currently in the middle of reading Metal Slinger. If any of you guys have read it, please let me know. I feel like I've only seen great reviews, and I'm like a little under 50% of the way into it and really, really liking it. It's so interesting because I feel like some of the reveals that we've had are ones that other authors have like totally dragged out to the like end of book one kind of thing, but they just like reveal this stuff so early that it has me so curious, like, well, what is gonna happen in this book? Like, where are we gonna be going from here? And like, I don't know, I'm really excited, and I think we do have a release date for book 2. I need to look at that again, but I'm very excited already for book 2. I'm just hoping, I guess, that it finishes as strong as it started because everyone seems to love it, and so I feel like I'm in good hands, but it just makes me nervous nonetheless. So that's the book that we are going to be finishing together in this vlog, and then I think there was one more that I wanted to at least start, if not finish as well. I think it's Given Our History, which is kind of like a fall adult romance, like contemporary romance. I don't remember the synopsis off the top of my head, but it is so cute, and I have both the audiobook and Kindle from Libby, so that's what I think I want to read after Metal Slinger. Okay, I just gave Milo an enrichment activity, so I'm going to come out here, enjoy my matcha, and do a bit of journaling. I feel like I have just been so off and on with it, and I am a way better person when I'm consistently journaling. So cheers to the cozy season of journaling every day, even if it's one sentence. I can do it. Why won't you come back home? So I just wrote like a paragraph. It doesn't have to be like a whole page of thoughts every single time. I just wanted to get back into it, and I wrote whatever was in my head today, and it wasn't a whole lot. Okay, I just got back home from going into the office for a few hours, and I got so hot when I came back home, and I let Milo out, which he did so good today. Today was like the first day of being like home by himself for 3 hours. We maxed it at like 2, and it was like a little over 3 this time, and he wasn't like barking, he wasn't anything. I don't know, just like proud mom moment. allowed me to go to the office and like get some work done and like talk with coworkers and stuff about things, so that was good. But I came back home and I had book mail that I ordered, to be clear. No, you're kidding. No, she's thick, but she is stunning. This is the Blackwell's edition, so UK copy. I'm so excited. Like, do we read this instead of Given Our History? I mean, I need to finish Metal Slinger first, but oh my gosh, I love how it looks. Okay. Oh, like, this is gonna be a good book. I've seen nothing but amazing things, so I'm thinking I want to save this for a like 24-hour readathon that I want to do soon, so that is probably where this will be, but I'm just so glad to have it in my hands. Oh, I love it. Okay, I need to get back to work right now, but as soon as things like settle down later this afternoon, I want to get to reading, so I will check in with you guys then. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I don't remember the last time we talked yesterday, but I think it was like, okay, I got back from the office, I have some more work to do, but I'm hoping to like read once work chills out in like the afternoon, but that didn't happen. And then when I was like done working for the day, I just felt so tired. I am over being sick. It's been frustrating because it hasn't been anything that's like knocked me out. It's just been like never reaching beyond 75% like good for like a week and a half. And it's so exhausting when you also have to take care of a puppy. So yesterday I was tired. I did like what I needed to do to like, you know, play with Milo and like make sure he got out all of his energy and like was taken care of. And then I just wanted to like rot. So no capacity to read, but I'm hoping today we do. But if not, I desperately want to color. I think that's like where I'm at, is like I really just want to open my coloring book and pick a new one to start, because I think I finished mine a couple days ago that I was working on. So that's what I'm hoping today is, because I just need like a cozy, chill day at home. I'm not going to the office today. I woke up where like I had a stuffy nose this morning, which has not been a symptom. It's only been like a sore throat into like a dry throat and like dry cough and everything. But when I had like a stuffy nose this morning, I was like, absolutely not. No. But then like I immediately got up and like it went away. So I feel like it was just like my room was maybe stuffy or something. But like the panic of like, no, we're not adding to this. Can you tell I'm frustrated? I'm over it. I just want to be like 100% again for like me and Milo. So I'm gonna get back to work. It's now like 9:30 or so. So I'm gonna continue working, but I'm hoping like we get pockets of time today to relax. I also need to make my bed. That would probably make me feel better. So maybe I should do that. It is about 6:30 and I have had such a long day with work and just like not really feeling the best. So I decided I didn't want to read tonight. I feel like I'm not going to retain anything or probably enjoy it. So I got out my coloring book instead, and I still kind of want to have a cozy night. I realized I wasn't in the mood for like a fall rom-com, or really not to the point where I'm gonna watch like the Halloween, even like silly Disney movies yet. So I decided to watch a true crime documentary. So I just pulled this one up. It is Beauty and the Bester. It's on Netflix. It seems to be like a recently added one. So let me know if you've seen it. I don't know what this is about, so I'll report back if I think it's good. But I love true crime, anything like the documentaries, audiobooks. I find it all so fascinating because it's just like, how did a human like get to that point? Like mentally, like what happened in their life? Is it like a chemical thing? Like I have so many questions. I find it also intriguing. So that is my relaxing night. I'm gonna get to coloring, have that on, and I will probably just check in with you guys in the morning. Good morning, it's the next day and I wanted to show you guys my coloring pages because I don't think I got to show you the bookshop one when it was finished. I know I started it in another video, but I love how it turned out. I just think it's so cute. And then the one I did last night, I embraced the fact that it wasn't super like fall coded. So I just like used a lot of bright colors and just had like a fun time with it. So I love how it turned out, and I'm off of work today and tomorrow. So I'm thinking we should choose a new one to do, like, and start it today at least. That is more fall-ish. And then I'm also thinking that I want to go to Michael's today because they have like individual brush pens and markers and stuff to buy. So hello Milo. So I want to maybe buy a couple more markers that are like the fallish colors. So hi my needy boy. He said, Mom, I need some pets. God, he's so cute. So I'm thinking we're gonna do that today. I'm also meeting a friend for, well, I say coffee, but like matcha. Just we're going to a cafe this afternoon where she also gets to meet Milo. So Milo gets to get out and go to Coffee Dose. If you guys are in like Orange County or LA, like you probably know Coffee Dose. So taking him there, but should be a chill day. I don't know. I'm hoping to read. I'm feeling like okay right now. I definitely still woke up like not great, but I'm feeling better now, and I'm hoping that I'm gonna have the energy that like would be put into work I can actually use to read. So we will see. For now, I need Milo to take another nap because he is kind of acting like a toddler that needs nap time. So I will check probably back in a couple hours. I had a slow morning. I'm continuing to have a slow morning. I think it's only like 9:30 or something, but I just wanted to pop on, say hello, and I will check in later. Good morning, happy Friday. So it's the next day. I have quite a few updates for you guys because yesterday just didn't quite go as planned, but we'll get into it. So yesterday mid-morning, I ended up going to Michael's and I was able to bring Milo with me because it's a pet-friendly store, at least this specific location is, and I ended up picking up these to add to my collection. They're just so fall and so cute, so we have to color today. Unfortunately, on the drive there, Milo did get car sick, so I feel so bad for him because it's just like him not feeling good in the car. So I like, when we got there, cleaned out my car and was just kind of like, let's go in, let's get my markers, let's go back home. So just kind of like focus on that and not like getting clips and things. So when we came home, I decided that I wanted to go and like vacuum out my car. Luckily, I feel like I had like blankets and stuff down with him in the car, so it wasn't like messy per se, but like I knew that I needed to vacuum still, so I went and did that, and I just felt like my car honestly needed a good vacuum. So I did that, and then I came back and we had about 30-40 minutes before we needed to leave to go meet my friend Tamora for like just an afternoon coffee matcha situation. So we went to Coffee Dose. I tried their, it was like this like cinnamon matcha situation. It was really good. I chugged it. I thought it was delicious. And then Milo also got to meet Tamora for the first time. He had a pup cup. Milo did get car sick on the way there and on the way back, so that was not good. I feel like he hasn't always gotten car sick like on, you know, drives longer than like 10 to 15 minutes, but I feel like in the last like week or so, like it's been a bit more consistent. So I looked up some like remedies to that because I think from what I've read that like puppies, it can be kind of normal, but you like just train them to get more comfortable and relaxed in the car. And then like if it's like an adult dog situation, then normally it's more like they've had bad experiences in the car. So I'm thinking with him being a puppy, and we haven't like had any bad experiences, then I just need to work with him on getting a bit more comfortable. So that's what I will be doing, on top of buying some like motion sickness dog chews and things like that. So that was like yesterday. I felt like so bad for Milo. Also a lot of car sickness to clean up, you know what I mean? So that was that. But when we got home around like 5 or so, I ended up taking him out just to like, oh, like go use the restroom or whatever, and we saw quite a few dogs at one of the nearby like dog park things. So Milo got to like run around and play with different dogs for like an hour or so. Like it was quite a lot for a little puppy. So he was tuckered out when we got home, and then once I like showered, ate dinner, and settled, I ended up picking back up Metal Slinger. I am so excited. I ended up picking it up on my Kindle. So I don't know what chapter I'm at, but I know that I read about 20% and I'm at nearly like 60% at this point. Like I am really enjoying it. Oh my gosh, we didn't talk about what this was, but frankly, I don't know how to describe it. So On the back, I didn't, like, I went into it blind, so I want you to go into it relatively blind. I just knew fantasy romance, and I guess what I'll say is, like, you have these two kind of kingdoms that are like land and water, if you will, and there's been like long just like turmoil between the two and like a very fragile treaty, if you will. And so you're dealing with characters from like both sides of that and navigating that on top of like new revelations, discoveries, information that's come about. And I've really loved our main characters. It's been so fun. I feel like things that were revealed to us, I don't think I said this in this book yet. Hold on, I'm still getting over this sickness. The dry cough. Very much like better. Like this morning, I didn't have to immediately go for a cough drop or even in the middle of the night. Like, so happy. Okay, our two main characters. They have had such a fun dynamic, and like I love the dialogue. I love like the dynamic there. And then with the information that was revealed to us, I feel like that is the type of information that would be revealed to like the reader at the end of book one in a series, but instead they just like threw it at you early and you're like, oh, okay, like, so now we have to navigate this in book one. Like, that was really cool to me and exciting and just kind of like different than the standard formula I see with fantasy romances. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to continue this because, again, a little over 50% at this point, and like what else is gonna happen in this book? Oh, perfect timing. My oven has preheated and I need to reheat one of my croissants that I made yesterday. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna eat some breakfast. We're meeting up with one of my friends today at just like a nearby coffee shop. She's already met Milo, but her and I are catching up and chit-chatting. Milo's coming with us. We're gonna walk there maybe, or drive. I don't know if the walk would be too far. We'll see. We'll see. But we do have that here in about like an hour and a half. Okay, it has been a little bit. I am back from getting matcha coffee catch up with my friend. Milo lasted about an hour. Unfortunately, he did not last as long as he did yesterday out and about. He was just way too restless. I think it was just like the timing of it. Normally he would be napping at that point or like around that time, and so he was like a little feisty. So we had to cut it a little bit short, but I came back. He is now in the crate hoping to have like a hard nap, and I'm trying to get him also used to like being in the crate even when I'm home, because like that's just not really normal, but I think he'll sleep better hopefully if he settles in there. So that's what we're doing. And then I am taking this time to have like some good self-care, things that I avoid on top of things that I just love doing. So I have my matcha here from the coffee shop, still chugging away. And I have my coloring book that I will do after as a reward for journaling, because I haven't journaled in a couple days. And then I really would like to pick back up Atomic Habits. I started it and then it had a start that I did not expect, so it was like way emotional for me than I anticipated, so like I put it back down. But I want to pick it back up because I did it within like a few weeks of getting Milo, like before getting him, and then obviously since getting him, I'm figuring out a new routine. So this is something that's like self-care that I really want to do, and I feel like it is something that's just like kind of cozy in fall, if you will. I don't know how to explain it, but there's something about self-care in the fall and winter months that just hits different. It's just like the cozy, slower going months that just allow you to like be by yourself, do things that are good for you and that you love, these like cozy hobbies. This being not a cozy hobby, but a beneficial care moment. So I'm gonna journal first, and then I'm going to get into Atomic Habits and maybe just read, I don't know, because I don't know what the chapters are like, but I have the like book, and then I have a notebook that basically I just write in like however I kind of thought about it in a way, because just what I wrote in here was all about the author's story and like what made him write Atomic Habits, and his story just like hit so close to home in an emotional level. So I was like writing about that, because what I want to treat Atomic Habits like is like someone's Bible, like reading it slowly, taking from it what makes sense for me to take from it. I don't have to like adopt everything, but just taking it all in, and then also like reflecting on the things that like I'm not great at when it comes to habits and self-discipline, caring for myself, like reflecting on all of that and like writing it all down, and then writing the things that I'm learning. And like I think that him saying this, like I resonate with this because like this is something I can adopt in my life, and that's like how I'm treating it. So let me know if you would like maybe a dedicated video to my journey on Atomic Habits, but for now I'm gonna journal first. I have YouTube going. I am starting with Hannah Elise's new video. It's my library chooses my reads for a week. So I love a good cozy reading vlog. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have like a whole lineup of fall reading vlogs and like fallish cozy vlogs to watch while I'm doing this. And then whenever I'm done with that, I will get to reading. So let's go. I feel so good picking that book back up and just getting into the actual content of it all, moving past his story that made me so much more emotional than I was expecting, but now getting into part 1, which is the surprising power of Atomic Habits. And I just have like literally a page of notes where I wrote down the things that stood out to me and that I wanted to take. And then at the end I have like a note to self, and I wrote like September 2025. And right here, this was more about the like financial habits and understanding like my own finances more, and maybe having a better grasp of long-term financial goals that I have, because I don't know that I really have that locked in at this point. I feel like moving to a very expensive state, I was like focused on that, and then trying to figure out my like monthly costs of like bills and how can I lower this here, or what sacrifices am I willing to make and what are things I'm not willing to sacrifice, like things like that now I need to understand, like, well, what are some long-term financial goals, and like what can I be saving, what is just like within reason, what isn't. I need to grasp that. So that's kind of where I was at on like the financial mindset, despite him talking about, you know, like relationships or working out or whatever it may be. Like he touched on a lot, but today in this moment, I'm thinking about my finances. So that's what I took from it. I read about like 13 or so pages, I think. I started on page 6 and I finished on page 20. So 14 pages. But I feel so good and happy and relieved to have picked that back up. So now I get to continue watching YouTube and I get to color. I am so excited to use my new Tombow markers and also figure out which one that I want to do.
Could you catch me up here? Tell me what you felt. My head is filling bottles that keep falling off the shelves. Well, every word hit like a prism out of color that was wasted. I could see through every layer. This was heaven, I could taste it.
I just finished my picture and I am so obsessed. Look how good it looks. I made it Milo. I literally had to like look at photos of him to figure out generally where we had the gray and the black, but I love, it's like him in Central Park. Could you imagine? Me and Milo, New York City, Central Park, maybe next year. But I love it. I'm so proud of this one. I'm just so proud. Riley told me I should hang this up on my fridge, and I think she's right. So I'm gonna figure out like how to cut it without ruining anything and absolutely put it on my fridge. Good morning, happy Saturday. I think it is, yeah, 10 a.m. So I have had a morning full of like work and stuff, just like hanging out on the couch with my laptop kind of thing and cuddling with Milo. It's been great. We have college football on now. Katie is currently playing, so I'm repping them. And then I decided I need breakfast. And I'm gonna be super fall and cozy because it is so gloomy. It was gloomy all day yesterday, but still gloomy today. I would take that as my sign to make the pumpkin French toast again. So if you watch my vlog, I think 2 vlogs ago I made it. So I have that prepping. I just like whisked up the egg and cinnamon and things like that. And then now I'm going to actually make the French toast. So I just want to say hello, hi, good morning. Hopefully Milo plays for a bit, like an hour now, and then maybe I get to go to book club this morning. We'll see. I'd love to time it where like he'll nap and I can just go and enjoy being there, but we'll see. I just threw myself together for book club, but I went and checked the mail with Milo, and I have 2 Penguin Random House like boxes. One says that it is new titles that are on sale October 7th, but like you guys, I'm not a part of their normal like PR, like their programs and stuff. So I'm like, what? What did I get? Like, I'm so confused and so excited. Okay, I got Zodiac Rising. Okay. So this is book 1. So adventure continues in Zodiac Legacy. I got When We Were Monsters. Wow, that looks sickening. And then The House of Quiet. I think I have this. I have this in paperback, actually. I got this from the Nerd Fan, maybe? Okay, slay. Wow, that's exciting. And again, like unexpected. I don't remember like even filling out forms for anything recently, so I have no idea. Okay. Oh, and then Zodiac Legacy. So this is the second book that I'm sure is coming out October 7th, but they also sent me the first book. Oh, that's so amazing. And then For No Mortal Creatures. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is crazy. I feel like so, like, blessed, happy, grateful, all the things. Like, this is just so much. 5 books. What did I do to deserve this? Thank you so much to Penguin Random House and the other, like, I guess smaller, like, I don't know, this is, I don't know, they're not all Random House publishing, but, okay, I need to get my stuff together to go to book club. I'm gonna put Milo in the crate so he naps. But I am, wow, that's so exciting and unexpected. So I love book mail. I just got back from book club and I think I only have maybe like an hour's worth of reading left. I think I have about 20%. I'm not sure, but I read a good chunk of this at book club and it was so good. One to just like go out, sit, read, not have to be concerned about like Milo eating anything on the ground, anything and everything. And so I was just like calm, locked in, reading my book, and I am so obsessed with this. But I'm also so scared for the remainder because I feel like a lot of people have been like, what was that ending? And like, that was crazy, or like, that was like so unexpected. I don't know, I'm just scared for whatever's gonna happen and like what betrayal I might feel. Like, I don't know, I'm just really liking our characters and I just don't want any of them to like be mean. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna try to finish this today, but for now I'm gonna get back to work. I'm watching football and I will check in later. You guys, I just made my first like fall matcha of the season, which is the maple brown sugar boba from Trader Joe's mixed in. It's so good. It's as good as I remember. I have not had this since, well, last fall, I'm sure. I feel so happy. Milo's chewing on like a little treat bone thing. Looking cute as ever. Oh my gosh. I just finished the gasp. I gasped. Like, no, okay, listen. This was so good. Like throughout the whole thing, I was just like I am flying through this. Like every time I picked it up, I felt like I made a lot of progress and I was enjoying it. I liked their characters. I liked the way it was written. I love the world. Like, so cool. The ending pushed it to like, no, there's no second guessing whether or not this is 5 stars. I'm so excited for book 2. Like, why does it have to come out in May? It's only September. Like, what am I supposed to do? I need the second book. I don't know what I need to do to get the arc of that, but I need it. Wow. Just wow. I knew I was like really liking it, but just the ending was so good that yeah. No, like I get it. Like I get it. It was so good that the audio is Audible only. And so I have Libro FM that I pay for monthly, but I will get Audible when they give me the deal of like, come back for 99 cents per month for 3 months. And then like you'd have to pay the normal after that. So like I'll just cancel it after the 3 months of 99 cents. And like that's where I will use those credits to like get the Audible onlys. I used my last credit that I like had before I need to cancel on pre-ordering book 2. Like, that's how down bad I am. Wow. Also, that's like my hack I recommend, because I feel like when I get that like 99-cent deal from Audible, I feel like they are paying me. And there are, unfortunately, like good Audible only audiobooks, so it's like I want to be able to use that, but like I don't want to buy it. I don't want to give them my money. 99 cents. That's a steal. Wow. Wow. Okay. So I'm right. Okay. I'm just gonna process all that. Again, I went into it blind. Like I talked about it here, but like I feel like even the things that might be revealed on the back, like I don't know, I feel like I try to keep it vague over here and just like explaining how I felt about everything. That's what I recommend. I recommend just going in blind, having a good time, having that 5-star experience for yourself. I am blown away. Like absolutely blown away. Okay, I'm gonna like process. This deserves like a mention in a main Instagram post for sure, if not just like a dedicated review or something, because I'm just so shocked. That was so good.
I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you.
Okay, we just got to Julian, so we are doing the whole like apple orchard everything today. And so I'm just kind of walking Milo because he did so good. We had like nearly a 2-hour car ride. So he did get car sick a couple times, but just letting him like sniff around before we head up into like the actual orchard.
Shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our 2 outlines. I like to see.
Good morning, it's the next day. It is currently 8:23 a.m. and I just wanted to come on here and kind of chit chat about yesterday because as you guys saw, I didn't really get clips from our day, but I have a ton of pictures thanks to my friends, so I will be like throwing those up throughout, kind of recapping the day, because yesterday was so much fun. I just had to be like 100% puppy mom because I was making sure like not only was Milo, you know, just like okay because it was his first time being out and about from like sun up to sundown and like not getting his normal like naps throughout a day, but also just like it's all so new for him, so making sure that he wasn't like overstimulated, eating things that he shouldn't, dehydrated, things like that. And so it was just kind of requiring obviously a lot more attention and not really bringing out the vlog camera. But again, shout out to my friends for helping me like document this. Like Tamora and Riley did so good at getting like cute pictures of like Milo's first time going to like a pumpkin patch, an apple orchard. It was kind of like a pear orchard, we'll get into it, and just like experiencing the town. So if you're like not from California, I feel like you probably wouldn't know of Julian, California, but that is the town that we went to. And if you're in Orange County, depending on where you are, it's like a 2-hour drive. So we started our day with like a 2-hour drive, and if you know, I have been dealing with Milo and car sickness. So on the way there, we did have a couple car sickness moments, but on the drive back, nothing. I mean, granted, he was super tired, but it's just like, as a puppy mom, that was a win for me because he got to be in the car for 2+ hours and realize like, we're okay. Like, we're safe. I'm safe. I can be like calm. I can be in a car and it's okay. So that was a win in puppy mom book. But overall, the day, we started out and we went, just like we were there a little earlier than the orchard we wanted to go to first. So we stopped at just like a little area that had one of the Julian pie companies, which is like the pie company. So this was one kind of outside of town, but we still stopped there and we saw kind of like what they had to offer. We ended up coming back there on our drive out to get some pie and like some stickers and things for obviously like the junk journal. But we started there and we kind of like freshened up and like made sure we were good to go, because then we went, I'm gonna have to insert the name here because I don't remember, but we went to this farm and orchard that had like a pumpkin patch and different kind of like activities, more something like you could bring your kids to, because they had like games and other things. But it was so fun because I'm not going to be able to take Milo to the pumpkin patch that we're going to go to later in October. So I'm so glad that like I had him there and we got him some like pictures with some pumpkins, and it was like so good. I'm just so impressed with how he did. Like, guys, like as a 5-month-old puppy, I just had no idea what to expect, but he was pretty calm. He was just more like interested in like smelling everything, and obviously the puppy moments of like wanting to eat like rotten fruit on the ground or like the mulch and things like that. But like overall, like he wasn't just like trying to run around everywhere. He wasn't barking, whining, like he was just chill. And I was just so grateful for that, because I was like, if we start off the day with like chaos, oh no, it's gonna be a long day. But really it's just like, oh my god, what are like all these scents? I get to like smell so many new things. And so they also had like a like flower picking area. So like we had him in a cute little basket of like pumpkins, and then we like had the flowers around him. I got so many compliments on him throughout the day. Everyone's just like, your puppy is so cute. And I'm like, thank you, like I know. And then they were just always complimenting how well behaved he was, which made me feel good, because as much as like training helps, I just know he's also a fairly calm dog, except when he has his like psychotic behavior moments as a puppy that his energy bursts 110% in one moment. That was my first sip. It's the maple brown sugar boba matcha. So fall. Okay, so we went and we did all that, and we like had these cute little like pictures, and we got like pictures like with us and like a little family photo too, if I remember, like Tamora, Riley, me and Milo like sitting on like a hay bale or something. But it was good because we got like pictures there, and then the other place opened, like the apple orchard we were going to like actually pick apples, and because they had apple picking at this other one. But Tamora had been out to Julian before and like had been to that apple orchard. So she's like, this is a good one, like we'll go here. And we went, and it turns out that their apple picking was like closed for 2 weeks. So they had their like pear picking still open, and so we went and did that. They're basically letting like the apples kind of like harvest a bit better, like, you know, grow more in the trees. And when you have people constantly like in and out of that orchard, like picking and grabbing, like they're just like letting their apples do their thing. And so I respect that, but we did not know that that was even something to look for, so we didn't like look that up ahead of time. I mean, granted, we had the stay plan for a while, but I think just like knowing that, then maybe we would have like stayed at the other orchard to like do their apple picking. Nonetheless, it's fine. We went and we did like the pear picking. I've never been to an orchard. I was shocked at how many just like rotten fruits are on the ground, and with a puppy that's interested in everything, that was a lot of my mental energy and capacity. So that was just like, Milo, nope. Milo, no, come back here. No, stop trying to eat the rotten pear. And then I didn't know that like yellow jackets are very interested in like rotten fruits and things, and like there's like a lot in that town, and I don't know if like that's in every kind of orchard, but like there were so many. And so I was also like worried about Milo getting too curious about a yellow jacket. And so we like took cute pictures, we did all that, and like we paid for like a basket for getting pears, like just like one bag. And so once we kind of got everyone's like pictures, and then I'm like, guys, I'm taking him away from this. Like there's like an area we can like sit down away from yellow jackets and rotten fruit that he can try to eat. You guys like pick the rest of the pears we need. So like they went and did that, and their pictures were so cute. Like more pictures of them like kind of really grabbing the pears and everything. Like I'll have to include like some pictures of like just them, because everyone 8. We had planned, like, let's do an apple orchard outfit moment. And then if you guys want, like, we can do like a second outfit for like just walking around the town and like, you know, we're getting lunch and everything like that. Like 2 different vibes. So it's just kind of like embracing that we're with our girlfriends that like are cool taking pictures and like just like love to get that aesthetic moment. And so we all had like a second outfit that we changed into, and it was just so cute. I loved it because like everyone has their own vibe, but it's like it was like all like a same but different. And I loved it. I feel like it was so much fun. So after we went to the pear picking, that's when we went back into town, and I was able to like feed Milo for sure and like get him a bit more substance, more water. We ate at this barbecue place that was really good. Like, it was not spectacular, but like it was really good. And also I was starving, so I had brisket. I think Tamora got ribs and Riley got like a barbecue chicken pizza. It looked amazing. I should have had a piece, honestly, but I was like so full because like I hadn't eaten a ton. So like when I ate my meal, like I was like, I'm full from just brisket. But that was cool, and I loved like just seeing the cute town, like the small town vibe. Now, having Milo, it is a fairly dog-friendly place, but not all the shops allow you to bring in the dog unless they're like service animals. And so I couldn't always bring him into the store. So if there's a store that like I really wanted to go into, then like I would like let them go in and like, okay, like when one of you is kind of like done, then can you come out here and like sit with him and then I'll go in. So that was only like a couple stores, but there was one store that I went into that I ended up buying some apples, like a place that had like the local apples, because like I came here with mindset of like apple picking, I'm gonna get like local apples, and Milo loves apples. So I say loves, like I've given him some other fruit, but like he's taken to apples the best. So I definitely wanted to like bring home some local apples to be able to like eat myself. Maybe I'll bake something with them and like give them to Milo. So I got like a bag of that and a bag of like pears. I will show you after this because they're out there and I'm sitting uncomfortable. But I did that, and then I got caramel apple. And oh, I got some like paper bags that like had their logo on it for the journal. I couldn't help it, so I did that. And then that was pretty much like wrapping up our day. Like we went to other stores and things, but that was like wrapping it all up. And then on the way out, we stopped at the kind of like out of town location of Julian Pie Company and got some slices of pie that I also have in my fridge. I need to buy maybe some like vanilla ice cream today because I think I only have chocolate, and like that would be really good to have with it. So, and especially if I want to make my own like apple pie, then I'm definitely gonna need some like vanilla ice cream to go with it. So maybe I'll do that today. But I got some fun things to like, oh, I got stickers as well. I just didn't buy them. Like Riley was in and she bought them, so I just needed to get them from her. But we got some stickers for the journal as well. So I will definitely show you all that stuff. I don't know. Okay. I have a journal date with Dana and Riley tomorrow. They're coming over here. We're gonna like be outside. It's gonna be great. I hope. Fingers crossed. But I don't know if I want to maybe try to journal the apple orchard, which means I need to print pictures today. Like I need to do the Staples order to print today. So I have all the pictures. Everyone was super quick about it, and I have like things saved. So I just need to like go through and figure out which ones I want to maybe print. But I had so much fun. It's something like I always like thought about doing, but I've never actually gone to like an apple orchard or like picking or anything like that. So I just thought it was so much fun, and I'm glad that I went. I'm so glad that I had Milo. Obviously a different experience being like so focused on him instead of just being able to like hang out with my friends and like not think about a puppy. But I'm so glad that I had like that first experience. And then like I said, he's not able to come with us to the pumpkin patch later on, so that sucks. But I am so glad that I got him some pictures of the pumpkins, because it kind of like checks it off in my book, like, oh, he was at a pumpkin patch. But yeah, I'm just so glad. It was very much a long day. It was very hot. I was shocked at how hot it was. Like it was only in like this like low 70s, but it felt brutal. So that was like unfortunate and like really hard to deal with when you were like needing food, water, just a lot of movement and activity and energy required. So by the end we were pretty dead. Honestly, by afternoon we were all like, oh my god, like I need substance, I need water, like maybe I need to go home, like I have no idea. But it was still like a good time, and I'm like, all of us left like the evening like, I'm so glad we did this. This was such a blast. Like we'll have to go back I also got like some apple cider that I can't stop thinking about. So I'm like, do I go back just for the apple cider? But like 2 hours is a long time. Like apple picking, we didn't actually get to go apple picking. We went pear picking, which I didn't even know was a thing. So, I'm glad that I've like kind of checked that off a semi bucket list, you know? Okay. I'm going to drink my matcha, get some energy. I have work today, so I'm gonna go do work stuff. And then later on, I will check back in. I'll show you like the pears, the apples, and like the other kind of like knick-knack things that I also scooped up in the day for my junk journal. So I will check in later. It has been a couple hours. I've just been working, having meetings, fun adult things, but I wanted to come on and show you guys the haul I have from Julian because I feel like we have some good stuff and I just don't know if I'm going to be junk journaling tomorrow. So I know that some of this will be like ripped up if I do make that spread. Otherwise, I have like some fall spreads that I'm wanting to make. I don't know, but you guys will be with me for that. We are junk journaling with my friends together. So get your stuff ready and be prepared to junk journal. So the haul. How do I do this? So we went to Julian's Cider Mill, which is kind of like, it's just one of the stores in town, but I have this like cute receipt from it. And then there is where I got the bag of apples that I couldn't pick, but I still wanted to have there locally. So I got a whole bag of that. I was able to get some chocolate fudge, which I loved because I wanted to get some like local fudge. I was just kind of in the mood for it, but I wasn't like super pressed on going back to one of the like candy chocolate stores. So I was like, oh, we got this, I'm good. So I got that with the apples. And then I also had bought like 2 of these bags to be able to give, one for me, one for Riley, for the junk journal. They're like 25 cents, but like it has obviously Julian and all the cute apple things. So I got that. And then I also picked up a couple of their like business cards. I think Riley may have gotten one, but I have a couple in case she doesn't. I think that's everything I got. Oh, no, I also got a caramel apple from there. So like that's what I went in for because Tamora was like, I want to get a caramel apple. And I was like, wait, that sounds so good. So we got that. And then we went to Julian Pie Company and picked up the business cards, obviously. They also had cute napkins, so in case we want to use it, we have their napkins. I see this random brochure. I think Riley picked up this, so we'll see like if there's anything in that. And then I think I got like a Dutch slice of apple pie, but this is what I said I wanted to go get some like vanilla ice cream because I want to like kind of warm this up and have it with ice cream. And I think the last thing are the pears that we actually picked. I went to take Milo in the shade while they picked everything, but collective we. So we have that. I think I have like 8 or 9 of them. I don't know. We had a good amount and then we just like divvied it up by 3. So I have a lot of apples and a lot of pears. I'm not a huge pie person in general. That's why I only got like a slice. But I'm thinking, what if I made like the filling? Like not even like a full filling, but more like you just kind of cook them down, like dice them, cook them down in some like cinnamon sugar kind of thing and like soften them and then like having that as like a topping to vanilla ice cream. Maybe we'll do that in the next vlog, but I know I have a lot of apples and quite a few pears. So I just feel like there's more that I could do than just like eat them as is. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So maybe we'll do that in the next one, but I am going to get back to work. I do kind of have a reading update, but I'd rather wait and like talk with you guys when I'm a bit further in. I did start Given Our History, but I only read like 8% of it the night before last. So I didn't do any reading yesterday. I'd like to read maybe up to like the 25% mark before I give like a further update, but I can say that it has started off so good and I'm like, I have a great feeling about this book. I didn't read the synopsis, so I don't even know what it's fully about, but initial thoughts, yes. Can't wait to actually talk more about it. So I will check back in with you guys later. You guys, that was a nightmare trying to get out of the paper bag and like off the stick and contain. I just wanted to try my caramel apple with you guys and I just didn't expect it to be this much work. Okay, we have a piece. I mean, yeah. No, like that's a good apple. Milo, I'm gonna cry, you look so big. Milo's like laying down like on his stomach, kind of spread out, and he just looks huge to me right now. I'm gonna cry. I'll cry. He's just growing up. So I just got out of the shower. I haven't even brushed my hair, but I really want to try this pie more than anything else. So it smells so good. Oh my, I'm gonna cry. Oh, I just want a piece of that ice cream too, damn. Cheers. I'm gonna need a minute. That is good. Okay, I'm going to devour this and I'll probably check in with you guys tomorrow. Good morning, it's the next day and I have a reading update for you guys. Now, I will acknowledge that yesterday, like evening, didn't go as I planned because I kind of just forgot about filming and everything. But I feel like it turned out to be just like a girl's junk journal night that I needed. Like just like kind of like catching up, and we hadn't had a junk journal night, all three of us, in a while, so it was so good to have Dana and Riley over. We were just like hanging out on the balcony, patio, whatever, and just like spread out journaling. And I still have more that I need to do and want to do today, so I figured you and I can do some fall junk journaling today and continue on with our book, because I am 60% into Given Our History. I am eating this up. Oh my god, it's so good. It like, I felt that in that first 8%. Like I kind of said, no, like I know I don't have like much thoughts, but like the 8% I've read, the first few chapters, like it is giving this, dare I say, 5-star feeling. But then 60% in, like those feelings haven't changed. Like I am flying through it, first of all, but second of all, I'm just having an amazing time. You're following these two characters where you do have this like past and present timeline, the whole like Given Our History. Present day, they're both like history professors, and the past timeline is like they met 17 years ago, and they met as like kids that were basically homeschooled, and like all these homeschool kids every summer went to like camp to socialize essentially. So like that's how they first met, and like they're both kind of not really introverts. Like he was definitely an introvert, like shy, didn't really know how to communicate with people, but like I would say she was an introvert, but she kind of introduced herself to him, doesn't have many friends, and they had kind of like built this best friendship from that summer, and like talking as like kids do, like you had to call the landline, or like it develops into, well, now we can like email each other. Like it was just so precious. These like nerds with their own interest talking to each other, becoming friends, and like you're seeing how in like the present time they haven't talked for 9 years. So you know that boundaries had to have been crossed where you reach this point of like something bad happened. Say bad, but you know, whatever caused them to no longer be in communication. And so you're building up to what happened, but you're getting to see so much of like that youth and that like adorable communication between young kids growing into teenagers, into kind of adulthood in a way. So, and then you're obviously seeing them present day as well, where they are forced to be around each other again because he is a like visiting professor for the semester. So I'm eating it up. I'm having such a good time. Like the chemistry is there, the tension is there. The fact that like his name is Theodore and she calls him Teddy. He's so cute. He is so precious. And I really like Clara as well. Like you're seeing like all her responsibilities and interests and like things that she's prioritized in her life. And just like how she is like same but different. Like you're seeing, because we're getting only her POV, and like it's so interesting seeing like the youth part of her and how that's still a part of her today, and like her interests and her ways of life, yet she's still clearly an adult. And like I don't know, I'm really enjoying so much of this book. So that is my long-winded initial thoughts update, but I'm 60% in, and I feel like my next update is just going to be me finishing the book. So cheers to reading an amazing fall romance, and I will check in with you guys probably when I am junk journaling, because I doubt I finish the book before doing junk journal stuff, but we'll see. It has been a couple hours, but work is quiet right now, so I want to take advantage of that by doing some of the junk journaling things. So I want to show you the stuff I did last night before we go ahead and make some new spreads. First up, we have Milo's beach day. It turned out so cute. I just wanted to have those pictures documented and just the overall like experience of taking him to the beach for the first time. So a pretty simple spread, but I didn't know how to like transition from a beach spread into all the like fall ones I had planned. So I don't know if you can see at the top, I wrote transition to fall, and then I'm doing the recipe for the brown butter chocolate chip cookies. So I do need to make the actual like ingredients and directions portion of this today with you guys. And then yesterday I also put together this like mood board. I already had a like wallpaper made with this, so I just kind of changed dimensions to make it work for the junk journal. So this is going to be a mood board, and then this side is going to be kind of like fall activities and things, sort of like a bucket list, but I'm not like necessarily treating it like that with, you know, like a checklist and everything, but that's kind of the vibe here. So that's what we are also doing today. I have finished my pages, and so I'm so excited to show you. Let's kick it off with the brown butter chocolate chip cookie recipe. So good. I will link it again down below because I forgot to link it in the last one. A couple people commented and I was like, no, you're right. So it's in the video that I first made them, but I made them last night for my friends again, and so I feel like you guys just need this recipe, but I'm glad to have it here. It's just like cute to add. And then I did the like mood board activities, what have you. So here's like a glimpse of it far away, and then kind of a closer up. I feel like it's just so cute. I love, love, love how it looks. I love adding the little stickers, my washi tapes, and just like the little writings. Like it's just writing like cozy cabin, apple cider and donuts, pumpkin patch. So it's just like not that serious, but it's just kind of like fun to doodle in there, and it like fills up the space well. So I'm obsessed, truly and utterly obsessed. And I'm just like so happy. It's just like turning out, like everything's turning out so good. I love it. Okay, well, we got a junk journal together and that makes me happy. I am going to do some work, which boo, but I do need to get back to work. And I am going to read. So I think the next update, next time we chat, will not be until I finish that book. So also the junk journal right now is going crazy. Those memories are memorying. Wow. I had cut up all the Julian pictures, so I put them in the folder in the back, and so that way like I know exactly where they're at all together, and then Riley and I can do that one together. So yeah, I have to do that one, and then it'll be the September kind of like photo dump, if you will. But I feel so good. Like I just hadn't been able to junk journal a ton. One, since like getting Milo, but two, just like recently. So I feel like just like life busy at times, and it's hard to like prioritize that. So I'm so glad that like I spent the last 24 hours like catching up a lot, and that like sets me good like moving forward, because we have like some fun things that we're doing in the next just like month. I feel like I want to like think about all the things that like I want to do this season and make sure I have things like written down and planned, to make sure I don't like let the season fly by and then I'm like, oh my god, it's Christmas, we're past fall, what about that fall thing I wanted to do, you know? So I'm excited to like plan the next couple months as well, but I know like already some exciting things happening in October that I can't wait to junk journal about. Like, yeah, the event's cool, but to junk journal after, it hits so hard now. It's the next day, and I finally get to talk about Given Our History and my final thoughts, because yesterday I finished the book. 5 stars. Like, that's it. That's the review. 5 stars. Nothing about this book was dumb. You know how hard it is to have a contemporary romance where nothing dumb happens, where it's like the miscommunication that's like, if you guys would have said that like one sentence 3 years ago, we wouldn't be here. But no, like all of this was just like humans being humans and fighting internally about like what they should be doing, because everyone has their own like paths they're on, their own goals, their own ambitions, that like you don't want to get in the way of someone you love achieving their dreams because like you want to be with them. Like when you're so young and you're like figuring it all out, it is so hard to figure out what is important to you, and like you're learning that as you go. Like it is all our first time living the life that we're in, and I just think that showed here. And like as you grow and as you accomplish certain things that you like wanted to accomplish, you're like, okay, like well what now? Or do I still want to accomplish this as I'm like halfway through this journey? Like life is constantly making you change your goals, and that is normal. And like what is important to you, like all of that just changes with life experiences, and I just loved that in this. And it made any challenges between our two main characters just make sense to me, and it wasn't just like, again, something dumb. And I felt like the conflict that we were going through kind of in that last portion of the book, like the last like 25%, were either like they break up for no real reason. Like it was just like the conflict made sense in this, and I just really loved their communication. I loved their dynamic through this entire thing, the tension, the love, the yearning, and just like the depth in their relationship. I loved how we got to gradually learn about their past and also get to play out their present timeline. I had such an amazing time with this book. I cannot recommend it enough. Add it to your fall TBR. This is your next fall romance. So, hello Milo. I am gonna go give my dog a bunch of love because he was hanging out here by himself for the last 2 hours while I went and edited the video that will literally be going up tomorrow. So hello, hi, happy Thursday, literally see you tomorrow. So I want to give him some love because he did so good while mom got to lock in and edit. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.